Hello, this is Colin Thompson. Welcome back to our COVID Coaches series. Guys, we are in our last few days, and I want to thank you guys for your positive feedback and allowing us into your home each and every day. I think today is episode 25 or 26, which means that for 26 days in a row, our COVID coaches have to come together to provide you guys with what we hope is, I'm not going to say life-saving, but are great tips on how you and your family can, again, not just survive the COVID time, but thrive through the COVID time. Today, we have two of our most energetic COVID coaches with us. We have Coach Elise Lee, live from Beijing. We have Coach Janine Jakob, live from Shanghai, with me here. And I brought these two coaches back specifically so they share more information on who they are and their background. Again, you've lived into your home over 26 days, and the tips we've shared were based on our experience going through what you're going through exactly right now, the COVID times here. Also, as coaches we're trained to try to help people achieve all the goals, dreams, and desires. So it only makes sense that you have the opportunity to get to know our coaches a little more. So I'm going to start with Coach Elise Lee, since we are guests in your country, right? So Coach Elise Lee, please tell us more about your background and up to the point where you really discovered coaching.
Yeah, thank you, Colin, for bringing me back here again. And well, it's a special session for me to meet both of you because Jenny is also here. So yeah, I guess this is also the first time for me to share my story with both of you and all the audience who are watching. Well, I was born after 1990. So basically, I would call myself a 90s co-active coach. Who is like the youngest coach in China, at least I know. So it means a lot to me. And my background is psychology. After I graduated from Tianjin, I studied in Tianjin in China, if you ever heard about it.
Right.
And then I come to Beijing to start my career journey as a trainee for international trading as a marketing professional, also a trader, which I hated. I hate numbers. I'm not very good at, I'm good at sales, but I'm not good at numbers, analyzing. I hate that. But I like talk to people. I like talk to my customers. When I had, the Chinese tradition, people have drink. Yes. I practiced my drinking at that time, and I drink a lot of Chinese baijiu. Also bourbon, beers, a lot of things. I guess it's a journey for me, like growing up, because at this career journey, I finally realized, okay, I'm more interested to people. Like when I had my interaction with my clients, I feel like, oh, I'm more curious about to know who are they, what's their dream, more than how much money they earn.
People person. You're a people person. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a people person. So I just start realize my strengths, and I joined Toastmasters for practice my public speaking English. Also, I joined some online course to study about how to do the interpersonal communication, storytelling, like MBA, things like that. Just some personal growth courses, and that's the time how I met coaching, which I got trained about. Not trained. I got coached by a coach about 6 times. Then I realized, okay, this is the perfect career I would like to pursue. And before I study my co-active coaching course, I asked myself, Elise, do you really want to study at 28? Because it's very young, it's a young age to be a coach in China. Like people will really buy you. Then I asked myself a question. If you don't start at 28, would you start when you are 38, 48? Then I make my mind. I will start my journey to learn coach. And after 1.5 years, I become a co-active professional coach, and I will start to be a full-time coach in the end of May, later next month. That's my story.
Yeah, first of all, that's a great story, and I love the fact that you challenge yourself, not saying to yourself, you know what, maybe I feel I'm a little bit too young. Let me wait. Look, we don't wait, right? We don't wait. And there's a lot of people who like the fact that you are in their generation, you can say, because it allows you to almost instantly be relatable to a wide population of the people. So thank you for sharing that story. And Janine, I know you're coming from somewhere a little bit further than Beijing, and you're here in Shanghai with me. So I look forward to hearing your story as well.
Okay, awesome. Happy to be back with you guys. I'm originally from Germany. My mom is from Russia, and because thanks to my good work, I made it happen to live a little bit in France, also with local families, twice in the US, yes, when I was 16 in Las Vegas with a local family there, which changed my life. I did an internship in Finland, and I said, always thanks to my good work. And that's the reason why I say I'm a global citizen. And having lived in China now for nearly 3 years has been the longest. So I always try to take the best out of every culture where I have lived or who I meet. And for me, what's my story? So a lot is related to purpose and passion. When I started I call it my second life phase now. I'm also pretty young still, and I don't want to say my age, but because sometimes people, they just judge you if they hear your age, and they don't know what is your maturity and your experiences behind it. But I actually studied and worked for Hewlett-Packard, HP, for 7 years, which I'm very proud of, very grateful. I learned so much from my managers, from the study program, from my coaches and mentors that I got there. And actually, I'm also very proud to say that when I was 23, I got a senior management position as an account executive at HP Germany. So I only had double my age, senior management, a lot of responsibility, which I was excited about. I loved it. I loved HP, the company culture. It really formed me a lot. However, then I decided, because I love to learn, I want to do my master's degree. I never planned to, so I studied IT and business, but always in an intercultural environment in my bachelor's degree. And then I said, okay, I want to do something that I'm really interested in, because IT was not my main interest. And then I did international business with a focus on entrepreneurship, the science of happiness, which changed my life in my master's degree, and also marketing. And it was a double master's degree. So I could choose any country out of 60 countries where I want to do my 2 semesters abroad. So I was studying in full-time in my master's degree, still working for HP Germany, but in part-time at that time. So I always worked and studied at the same time because, I mean, I have to pay my rent, my food and so. And then I said, all right, I guess it just makes sense. I mean, I loved living in the US and in Finland, but I guess I just have to go to Asia, but not anywhere but China. So literally, let me tell you this, I was scared, but my gut feeling and my ratio just said it was the right thing to do. And yes, you know what happens in China? Your life changes. So as I said, I was studying here at French Business School in Suzhou, close to Shanghai, and still working 15 hours per week for HP Germany. And my life just changed within the first week. My grandma died the first night. I had a French culture shock, a Chinese culture shock. So a lot of like growth and out of the comfort zone, I would say. And then I started my happiness association because having learned about the science of happiness, it's Munich Business School in Germany, changed my life. And this is how the journey started. And then I quickly in between of the semester went to the US for a conference. So the school even like changed a few exams because of me. And then I wanted to build up my own company. I worked a lot on personal development. I got my first coach, and she was later, a few months later while I was still studying, she gave me my first coaching client. So I kind of slipped into this. Later got further personal like certificates as a career coach and so on and so on, and quit my job without saving, stayed in China, and it was just the right thing to do to found full potential partners in Shanghai and start my second life phase and do what I'm passionate about and what I think I'm also really good at. Here we are.
And here we are, and that's a tremendous journey, and it makes sense now because I always felt that certain people have certain personalities. I always felt that you had this bubbly thing to you, And now I see you went to school for that happiness side. So, so the science of being happy, right? So great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's how you guys went from where you were to where you are. Now I want you to share with us more details about your specific type of style of coaching and how you actually help people. And you can use some prior examples, but what I want to come across here, I want the viewers to get a very clear idea on how you've been helping people since you started your coaching. And Coach Elise Lee, I know you mentioned that you just finished and are going through the process of your certification, but I know for a fact that you've already had clients. So,
well, yeah. Well, Colin, well, yeah. Speaking of this journey, I want to cry definitely because I will have my oral examination maybe, I don't know, maybe next month or later. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that. It is like about 1.5 year long certification program, but I disagree with what you mentioned, or maybe you potentially want to say that if you're in a certification program, you cannot get clients. That's wrong. That's totally wrong, because coactive coaching doesn't do that. Coactive coaching, we have had like 104 hours in-person training in the classroom, and we had another 100 hours accumulated working with the paying clients. Which contain 25 or 15 hours of pro bono coaching. And we have also have 100 online virtual small groups coaching practicing. And we have also have 9 individual supervision. We have also have our examination and 9 audit listening, this kind of supervision program. So it's totally like, it spent me, I think I'm already like fast in my journey. And it's about, I start last of February until now, it's more than 1 year. Yeah, 1.5. So how did I help people? At the very beginning, I doubt myself. Can I really be a good coach? Until I step out from my third class, the course in last July. And then I got my first payable client, who is also a coach. She see my values and she liked my styles. She just paid me after 30 minutes demo for 1 year. This is a
wow.
Yeah. I remember that. That.
And me and Colin had a video, and he gave me a lot of positivity. And at that moment, I know, okay, Elise, you're a born coach. And after the last course, when I step out of my classroom, I feel like I'm in my mindset, I'm an MCC. I do have the MCC mindset because I know it's a long journey and I'm in a rush. I was doing a rush, but in my mind, I have to be really stable to reflect on myself, know what's going on right now. So maybe as you can see, my age, we just mentioned about age, my look, my face, but inner side, I feel like I have lived my life, like the first part of my life. I feel like my age now is 45 plus around, because it's connected to people who I'm recently talking to. Oh, except you two. You two are young. I recently talking to people who are more than 50 years old. And I'm so happy you still put me in the box of energetic young generation. I feel my energy in me. I do feel that way. And recently I coached a client just 3 times, and she changed her whole world by the 3 times coaching. And she fell in love with coaching. And she is an editor. After we finish our coaching relationship, she will introduce me by her own platform to help me promoting my service, which I feel I'm so grateful to coach, to have the coaching work with my clients, to have the opportunity to promote my value to people who needs me. Not everyone needs me, only my clients will need me. So I would like to be more exposure, like people know me. Right. That's it.
And hopefully through these videos, people are getting to not just know your style, but know you as well. And I think one thing I say that I've always appreciated about your style, very, very real and authentic. Your coaching style is really showing your emotions. And you mentioned before that in your soul, you feel older, like 45. I'm older than 45. And let me tell you.
Are you?
It's still not
Younger.
old. Okay, it's still not old. 45 is, I think I'm 46, and 46 is the perfect age. But going back to what you were saying, there are some very great coaches who are still in high school. There's some very good coaches who are still in college. So again, it's not about age, it's about experience and the people who you're helping. There are a lot of people in middle school, especially some girls going from pubescent to teens, that would love to get some advice, right? Love some coaching. So don't look at it like, you have a young face and people think that you're young. The people you're going after, you're the perfect person for those people, right? You have to be very confident about that. So thank you. And thank you for sharing with us the fact that you are helping people, right? As you're going through your process, you're helping people. From the very first time you sat down, somebody asked for advice and you gave them some helpful advice. You were coaching and helping them. So yeah, you are legitimate. And finally, I had not put you in the box of being happy and bubbly. You did by being happy and bubbly. I just called it out, right? So I like your style. Thank you again. So now we come back to you, Coach Janine Jakob. Please share with us some more details about your particular coaching style and how you help your clients.
Okay, so nowadays I call myself, I'm a happiness and career coach. I want to go back to my first real paid coach, Susanne Ray from Germany. So at that time I was already studying for 2 semesters in China and building up my own business while still working for HP Germany virtually. And one of the exercises she gave me as a homework was, Janine, I want you to take 15 minutes per day for me time. And it's funny, like taking me time, taking care of yourself is something, like everyone who knows me knows I get a lot of things done. I handle a lot of different projects at the same time. So when it comes to efficiency, productivity, proactive communication, or communication at different times, but also work-life balance and happiness, well-being. That's something I actually had to learn. And especially because I come from a corporate world, I can help a lot of people to combine this, taking care of yourself while still handling a lot of work, getting a lot of work done, and having a work-life balance. Working a lot doesn't mean that you're a workaholic or that you are sick and stressed. You just have to learn how to handle this. And everyone knows I work a lot. I always say I'm a passionaholic because I'm so passionate about what I do. I have a calling. So yeah, these are a few things actually, what my first coach and also my studies about the science of happiness and certifications taught me. So getting out of my comfort zone is something that is very important if you want to grow. Do you want to establish a growth mindset? Do you want to become more resilient to stress, to any negative things happening throughout the day to you? Or maybe it's something like you want to realize your dreams and your goals, your passion, or you want to find out your passion. That is definitely something where I can help you on, as well as work-life balance, how to be successful and happy at the same time. And there's actually a lot of science behind this. Let me share a few life mottos with you, something I really believe in. Like as I said, get out of your comfort zone if you want to grow. It is hard, you're gonna cry, you're gonna sweat, it's not easy. But this is how you can achieve what you want to achieve. I don't come from a rich family. I am not originally from China, but I made it here now. It doesn't matter. The excuses don't count. But get yourself out there, create opportunities, take those opportunities, and you can achieve them. As Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're both right. So a lot goes back to your mindset. Working on your mindset is crucial for your success as well as to live a good and happy life. And then there's one more thing I believe in, as my coach JT Frox from the US says, there's only, it takes one person, one deal, or one opportunity in life to change your life or your business completely. And that's something I totally believe in. Because no matter what your background is, you can achieve everything you want if you think positive and you work towards it. And it's something I really believe in. And also because I had so many experiences in my life now that for my ratio showed me, yes, it is possible. So yeah, if you want to work on something like this, definitely make sure you schedule a free call with me to check out.
Yeah, thank you, Janine. And it's very interesting because as people go back and watch both of your videos, and Janine, especially with you, they'll get a theme, and that theme is, as you said, the positive mindset. And I like how you said it. If you think you can, and if you think you can't, you're 100% correct, right?
Yes.
It's all about their mindset. So it's so great. And it goes back to what you were saying. There is a science to it. There is a science to being happy. And you mentioned something about being happy with your job. A lot of people get their dream job and find they're not happy, right? And it's not the job, okay? So I think there's a lot of science behind that, and I'm very glad to know that we have a happiness and motivation coach here as well. Also passion coach. So we are doing the COVID Coaches Series, and I want you guys to give us your final message. And this message is on one topic, and that is the COVID-19 coronavirus. So I'm going to start with you first, Janine, and ask us to give us your final thoughts on this time. Again, in China, from December 31st, the first recorded case, to now, we are about, I want to say, almost 20 weeks in, which is a long time. We don't know how long it's going to take place outside of China. So I'd like you guys to share with us your final thoughts on the COVID-19 coronavirus. Coach Janine.
Yes, thank you. Okay, let's stop talking about the coronavirus. Let's stop playing the role of the victim, getting into this negative circle, spreading lots of negative news. Life is hard, life sucks. I know it is challenging. But even beyond the coronavirus, there's a lot of things that can happen all the time which challenge us. Right now, I'm like stressed out with the research paper because I don't like writing. Last week, it just happened. Someone who's very close to me, he kind of broke my heart. I don't come from a rich family, but still I made it. Stop making excuses. These things happen. This is called life. And let me tell you this, being 100% happy 24/7 in your life, that's not the case. We are humans. However, the question is, how do you deal with all of these things? Again, it's about getting out of your comfort zone. Coronavirus gets us all out of our comfort zone, but you have a choice to make. Do you want to grow with this? Do you want to create new opportunities, take care of yourself, work on self-development, positivity, mindset, or job advancement? This is your choice. 10% is what happens. Coronavirus happened. There's nothing that you and I can change about this. Man broke my heart. There's nothing I can change about it. Research paper I have to write. There's nothing I can change about it. Well, this was my choice. But here's the other 90%. And this is where you come in. Where do you want to put your emotions and your energy on? 90% is now your choice. You want to put all of your energy and emotions on, let's complain about coronavirus and how life sucks, or do you want to make a change for yourself because this is your life? You're probably gonna live till the age of 80 or 100 or longer. We only have one life. Try to make the best out of it. Take the opportunities and maybe see what you can learn out of this. Maybe you want to start taking more care of the environment now. Maybe you want to come up with a new business model. Maybe you want to become a better person. So choose. You have the choice what you want to do with the 90% of your energy every single day. So maybe you want to choose like we do. Stop complaining, stop making excuses, stop being negative and playing the victim role. Learn from this and develop, enhance. And you're going to see like that there's so many great things out there, even during the coronavirus time and even beyond. And the challenges are there for us to grow. So go and get it, take it.
Hey, Coach Janine, hey, thank you. That was very passion felt. Your last thoughts on the coronavirus, the COVID-19 coronavirus was very moving. I think that the viewers can, one, see your passion, but mainly, I hope that they heed your lesson. It's time to move away from being victims and start taking more control of your life again and starting getting out of your comfort zone and being a person or living a life that you really find valuable. So thank you for sharing that.
Jayo, as we say in
Jayo.
China. You can do it. Come on.
Yes. So Coach Elise Lee, so please do the same. Share with us your final thoughts. And I hope these are collectively final thoughts, because it's time for us, not the three of us, but for people to move away from thinking about this on a daily basis. So Coach Elise Lee, please share with us your final thoughts on the COVID-19 coronavirus.
Thank you. Well, I just got inspired by what Janine talked. I guess this is the final message I want to share is the authenticity. Like, I guess 2020, this year is hard for everyone, not only for the COVID-19, also many things, at least for me. There will be a lot of truths rising up in your life. For me, I just broke up with my boyfriend the other days. Well, I do a lot of self-reflection on that. After all the emotions, change perspectives, trying to figure out what is happening, a lot of questions, a lot of judging myself, I suddenly realized, okay, this is a time to face the true you, the truth in your relationship, and your true authenticity. Because we have always faced this uncontrolled things in our life. Maybe I still don't know what's the reason, So I just feel the time is like, okay, if finally I don't get a reason, I can still accept it, because this is life. Life doesn't give you a reason. It just totally shift your happy to sad, your sad to surprise, your well-being to illness, your bright future to a really dark place. I guess this is life. Life is not in control. I guess this is the truth. But as a human being, we can still creating from the mess, because we are empowered. We are given this gift as a human being. Just as Janine said, wherever the situation of the outside is, we are our own hope participant. We can create it from it. Whenever you feel your self-authority in yourself, you get connected with who I really am, what I really want. You can always create it from there, your own hope. I want to show you, I just bought a very lovely, I don't see it's vegetable, not vegetable, can eat. It's a flower. No, just some grass or, I just love this, really young green. I love it. When I say it, I see hope. All the plants get the life of their own, just like our human beings' life. They were born to be someone. They were born to have their own strengths. So, I just feel no matter what mess you are facing, it's called COVID-19 or whatever it is, just to know who you are, be authentic to yourself. You can always creating from there. 加油!
Yo, thank you for that, because what I took from that is it's not about COVID-19, right? It's about life. This is just one small part of your life, and life's going to come at you. You're going to have some great times in life. You're going to have some not so great times in life, but it doesn't matter. You have to find out who you are and find out who you truly are and live that life. So thank you. Thank you for that message. I like your little plant there. Thank you as well, because plants do make us happy. Thank you for that. So coaches, I want to, as I guess you can say, somebody who reached out to you guys at the last minute maybe about 30 days ago and said, hey guys, I need your help. There are a lot of people out there who are going to go through what we just went through, and we have a responsibility to do what we can to help them, to give them some tips. And I think we did a very good job doing that. I think we did a great job actually doing that. And I want to personally thank you, because you're not seeing all the thank yous that come in. I want to personally thank you guys on behalf of our viewers and the people who we inspired. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I want you guys to know that you guys have absolutely helped people get through this COVID times. And I hope going forward that you guys find some ways to see that, and quite frankly, get some benefit from that as well, because I do think that it helps that we get pats on the back as much as we can also. So thank you guys for joining. And Coach Jacob, Coach Janine Jakob, Coach Elise Lee, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you guys for your time here as COVID coaches.
Thank you too.
Yeah. All right, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Danielle with Buzz365 Media. We do in-person and remote live stream video productions. If you are having technical difficulties setting up a virtual meeting, conference, or workshop, give me a call. Buzz365 Media is here to help you.